8 days ago, I went in for a hair transplant, and today I went in for round 2. Here's why. Last week, you guys saw me go through and recover from a hair transplant, and if it wasn't already clear by the size of my head, it was quite an experience. When I originally went in for my consult, I was told to expect 2,500 grafts taken from my donor. The donor means the side and back of your head, and maybe a few hairs, like 500 or so from the beard. However, when it came to surgery day, even though we started at 7:30 in the morning, we were only able to do 2,152 grafts, which for my research is actually quite a lot to do in a day. With that said, nothing was taken from my beard. At the beginning of my first surgery, the doctor said this.
You may wind up needing 2 procedures if you don't respond back here,
At the first procedure, I ended up paying for 2,500 grafts up front, $7 a graft. And a few days after the procedure, when I realized, hey, we only did 2,150, I called the doctor and just was being sure I was gonna get refunded for the difference. And they said, we can 100% refund you. We did, however, think that you were gonna come back and kind of finish up those 2,500. And I know we talked about the beard in your consultation, but my mindset there was, you know what, go ahead and just refund me. I'm pretty happy with how this went, and low key, I feel like I had just undergone so much. And so in my head, I was sort of in the mindset of, if I'm just gonna go back in a few days or a week to just get a little bit of a touch up, I'd almost rather see how this first one comes out, and then in 5 or 10 years, just do a bigger second transplant. And that's kind of what Heidi and I talked about, and I was like, yeah, I think that makes more sense. Throughout the week, I was sending my doctor just updates, and he ended up calling me after I had done the refund and said that, look, if you really want the best result and you want the most out of this experience, I would really recommend considering coming back to let us do some remaining grafts, but mainly do the beard. The beard is DHT resistant hair. So all the hair on the side of your head, the donor, that's not DHT resistant. DHT is essentially what causes hair to thin in layman's terms, and the hair in your beard does not respond to DHT. So if you take hair from here and put it here, it actually stays in permanently. It's a lot thicker. It is a different texture, and so you have to kind of be strategic with where you place it. You don't want to obviously place that right in the front, but to fill in some of the front area and then kind of take it back further would help have a better result. And after looking myself in the mirror on the first week of recovery, I really did notice that only the first 35% or so of my head was, done. So after the call with the doctor, I decided, you know what, F it. I'm already healing. I'm already in the month of September, taking all these weeks off from the gym. I'm already in it. So how fast can you get me in? And also I have summer shredding coming up September 12th, 13th. So I need to kind of be healed up by then. He moved some stuff around, really helped with scheduling, and got me in Friday, which was just 8 days after my first surgery. 6:40 a.m. and I can't believe we are going to do this again. I've got all my medications here. Yesterday was the first day that I was able to shower with shampoo normally, which felt fantastic. I mean, I was still super gentle with it, but just felt good being in the shower. The itching has been peak. On day 6 of recovery, the itching got really bad, and pretty much my sleep, you may see my eyes, I have not been sleeping good for the last few nights because of the itching and dryness and all of that. So definitely gonna ask about that, but Heidi's already in the car, getting ready to head out. We'll see you there.
Remember we used to go 2-stepping all the time? Why don't we go no more?
Okay. It's the whitest thing you've ever said. I'd be take me salsa dancing, you'd be I only know how to 2-step.
Yeah. It's easier.
Babe.
It's so much easier.
Take me salsa dancing.
Bachata.
Come on, bachata.
I'll take you.
Salsa merengue. Cumbia.
I'll take you tomorrow with a swollen head.
I am just ready to have whatever needs to be done today to give me the best end result. We're already in it, And honestly, let me show you. So when I look down like this, it's kind of shocking to me that I never really noticed much of my back hair getting thinner so bad. But now that I look down and see that it's growing back just like so faint here on like the second half, that's where I want to kind of keep taking this back a little bit further. So that's the plan today. Got the numbing cream on the neck, head, back of the head.
The reality of the situation is that symmetry is not natural. The stripes on a tiger are not mirror image of each other. There are irregularities in nature that are consistent with nature. It's like if you look at a cheekbone and you have, your cheekbones sometimes are off, yours are not too far off, but one side is not the same as the other. But it's in the general ballpark, okay? So we measure from the glabella to the hairline, it's like 7.1 or 2, okay? If we measure from the peak of the eyebrow to the frontal temple junction, it's like 7.1 or 2. So it's the same. You come here and you measure from here to there, it's like 7.3 or 4. So it's not exactly, but if you go to here, to this area, it's 7 exactly.
Okay, so we're gonna make one small tweak here. I kind of want to fill in just a little bit of this. That's the only adjustment I really have, separate than just kind of filling it up more and taking it a little further back. So earlier I mentioned just kind of like filling this area. The doc says we're actually going to add a few more to this front area as well, just to help thicken it up. So super excited. Day 2, let's go. 11:46. Time for lunch. I've got the same thing as last time, white rice, General Style chicken. I'll show you once I open it, wonton soup. We started a little bit different today. Instead of extracting from the back, we actually started with punching holes in the front. I had that small adjustment here on the left side. And then we kind of filled in the area with last time and then took it further back. It was about 1,000 hole punches. I went into this thinking I already know exactly what to expect. It's gonna be a breeze, nothing could go wrong. This time hurt so much more than the first. But I kept telling myself it's fine because the result will be so much better. Numbing the front is definitely the worst part. After all was said and done, I let the doctor explain the benefits of using beard hair.
We use some beard hair, which have a larger caliber, so they're coarser hair. But the big benefit of using beard, DHT attacks the hair in the pattern, and sometimes outside the pattern too, on the sides and even the back. And it starts to shift the follicles from higher number of hairs to lesser number of hairs. And some of the hairs may become finer. While DHT miniaturizes the hair in the pattern, it stimulates the growth of the beard. So I've incorporated using more beard hair to blend with the scalp hair, the stronger scalp hair that he had, to give him the best result possible for him.
And what we noticed on the first round was that like a lot of the grafts that we pulled on the first round, you were saying they weren't great quality, right?
Yeah, so normally, the amount of single hair is about 15% in a normal scalp. He had a larger number of one hair. Now, going on the non-surgical treatment should shift back and bring some of those hairs, which were miniaturizing, back to thicker hairs.
Okay, we're all done with day 2. I definitely feel like I'm in more pain and soreness already, like way more than day 1. Walking out of day 1, I felt pretty normal. I'm definitely gonna be chilling out for the next few days. So now we start our full recovery. Again, the point of doing this back to back was pretty simple. There's no point in waiting, and I want the best results possible. So with all that out of the way, here's a breakdown of what we ended up doing. On the first procedure, we had 2,152 grafts taken from the donor and put onto the front of the head. On procedure day 2, we took another 83 hairs from the donor and put that in that one spot that I wanted to kind of line up right here. And we took 939 from the beard and placed that here in the top and also helped take it back a little bit further, which was more than the 500 that I initially expected on the consult. But again, I was already there. I was ready to do everything I needed to for the best results. So in total, for my hair transplant, I had 3,174 grafts done. This should hopefully make for a pretty full head of hair. And of course, I'm gonna keep you guys updated through the journey. Now, I'm gonna go rest.
Combination of the last 3 nights, like not sleeping because of the itchiness in my scalp or my hair, like literally 3 hours max per night. With the second surgery today, just having my scalp so sensitive already, I'm in like a lot more pain. Here, especially here where I had like a touch up, but everything overall just like hurt more today than the first time. I'm gonna definitely chill out a lot more than I chilled out last week. I feel like last week I just jumped right into work like too quick. It's a good thing it's Friday right now. We ended up finishing about 3 hours earlier than session 1. It was a lot less grafts, but that's good. You can kind of see like the beard here. That's not hurting at all right now. It's literally just like the head, but really this area where we touched up. I've got the red light glasses. I'm hoping, like, these normally help me sleep. I haven't been wearing them because of all the stuff, but we didn't take any hairs from here. We only took a few hairs from the back of my head. So I've got these just to hopefully help me like sleep. And because I'm spoiled, I got some Baskin Robbins cookies and cream ice cream on the way. Thanks to my wife. This is like a lot worse than day 1, than the first one, for sure.
Oh, so good. Gosh, you need to teach Heidi how to do this.